Yo, this shit OP.
Peace, love, and black empowerment. You are tuned into the Mile High News Channel, Denver's first station for news and entertainment that is for us and by us. With your host, Noble Turner, Sharif Aline, Chairman Sekou, and welcome. Peace, love, and black empowerment. Welcome back to Mile High News, family. This is season 2, episode number 8. This is the Youth Night Takeover. So yeah, before I let the youth come in and get it in tonight, I just want to thank all of our viewers, and I want to thank all of our donators and supporters for Mile High News and Unity Community. Give y'all a little info on the land. We are making some major news. We got a big announcement coming up. Mile High News and Unity Community, we are doing some major things, and we really appreciate y'all, because without y'all we wouldn't have been able to do any of this. So I want to tell everything tonight, but I want to do a big old video for it, and I haven't got out there yet because it's a lot of snow and we can't do it in the snow. So but it's definitely coming up. Y'all stay tuned. I want to tell y'all about the project that we have coming up for our spring gardening session. Mile High News and Unity Community, we are going to be doing some gardening. Please get in touch with us. We are going to be building backyard gardens for people. We are charging $200, but what we will do, we will come out, we will plant all your seeds, plant your whole backyard garden for you, and all the proceeds are going to Unity Community so we can build it up. And if you want any more information on that, please get in contact with Unity Community or Mile High News. And once again, I want to thank you all. We are about to do some major stuff, and sometimes I can't believe it. This stuff is coming up just so fast, and I've been on it. You know what I'm saying? I've done a lot. We've been going through a little bit. We've been cutting ties, and we've been making moves around here. But all this I do is focused on my people. And for those who don't know what we are doing, we have 40 acres of land. We are building it into a black community. We are trying to do it with storage homes, but we're looking into other options and other things to do it, but it's going to get done. Please follow us on unitycommunity.news and milehighnews.net. Okay, yes, fam, definitely. So like I said, tonight is Youth Night. Definitely welcome our youth again. Definitely. So we have our brother Jaheim Turner. And next up, we got our young brother, Jalen Turner. And next up, we got our young brother, Jahad Turner, AKA Kid Baby. And next up, we got our little sister, Noraya. And welcome to our young brother, Jordan. The Mile High News Youth Night. Okay, yes, that's right. So I have a question for all of our youths. And first question is going to be to our sister Noraya. And the question is, how do you feel about the current state of our people?
Honestly, I feel like it's hard to really get a group of people to band together to fight about, or fight for, essentially, one thing, just because it's so much riffraff, so many distractions. This is more important than our salvation as a people. I feel like they don't understand the magnitude of how we're being treated. It's going to ripple effect. Does it stop? No, it doesn't.
So the next question is to our brother, Jalen Turner. Jalen, you follow the George Floyd case, right?
Yeah.
And you know what happened to him?
Yeah. I see it everywhere in YouTube and Facebook, even the news.
Yeah. So the police officer that killed George Floyd, his name was Derek Chauvin. What do you think? Do you think he will get off? Do you think they'll say that he's innocent?
I hope not, but I know like how these court does, like they have like an excuse of blaming George Floyd to his own death because he involved with the police.
Yeah.
But if we had a good lawyer, then we could still fight to finally get his justice, and his death would never be in vain.
That's right.
Like just like that's the people that being victim by police.
That's right. That's right. Definitely. Anybody else have think anything on that? Y'all think that he'll get off?
Yeah, I think he's gonna get off.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna get off? Why you think that, Jaheim?
Because of the track history with the police and people of our skin color, it's always our fault for why we got pulled over or why we got
Brutally murdered.
Or how he responded to the situation.
what do they call it? It's like resisting arrest.
Always
I
get
swear.
off with that.
All right.
Yeah, resisting
It's sad,
arrest.
but we all know
And-
that.
Right.
we shouldn't talk
That was
about
unison,
They
wasn't
be
it?
like, quit resisting, while
And
you're
you don't
up.
even be resisting.
You on the ground,
You
dead,
legit
and they
being
still
We'll be
handcuff
on the
you,
ground
talking
and
about
it be
quit
resisting arrest. That's
Nonsense.
no. Yeah, I think he's gonna get off. That's
All right.
That's
usually
the
how
sad
it
part.
goes.
Have y'all seen the latest news blooper? They said that George Floyd had drugs in his system. That was the reason he died. Not the neck on his neck for like 5 minutes.
I knew that's what they were going
That's
with
what
that.
they
A lot of
with an excuse. That's
That
what.
makes sense.
Yeah, they like put that on
Like,
his
really?
on his case.
Yep.
Like, come
On
on.
social
I knew
media
when
too,
they
they
said
be bringing
that
that
2
up
months
too.
ago, they were trying to set it up for acting like it was.
Like
his
what
fault.
kind of drugs? Like I don't know no drug that'll kill you from laying on the ground. Like,
Unless it was poison. Did they poison him?
I don't know. I feel like
That's-
if
that's
you was
wild.
on drugs, if you was to OD, you would foam in the mouth, right?
I think so.
And like in my line, like most of the movies, that's what happens when they overdose. They start foaming in the mouth.
So definitely, I mean, and it's really sad that the same stuff that we watched on TV, the police brutality when we were kids, growing up in the 80s and 90s, and our brother Sekou was here, and what he watched in the 60s and 70s. You know what I'm saying? The same thing that y'all watched on TV of the police killing somebody and getting off. It was the same thing we watched. We watched the Rodney King. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but you know what I'm saying. We watched that same thing.
They have. I mean, it's.
Yeah, but
I seen
it
the raw
was
footage.
it
My
was still
brother had a
happening.
VCR tape with the raw footage. He showed it to me and my older
I
brother.
have VCR
It was
tape.
crazy.
And a lot of people think that, just because they weren't catching it on tape, people being murdered by the police, it was still happening too. But you guys, at a young age, you guys have the raw, live footage of it. You know what I'm saying? So that leads into my next question. How does that affect you all mentally? You know what I'm saying? Who wants to answer that? Next up, we got Kid Baby Gerard.
Feels like the battle is getting harder to win by each day, you know what I'm saying? Every day is either something on the news, something wrong happening with the Capitol, the president, whatever is happening. It's hard to fight this, you know what I'm saying? Without anybody by your side, it could be really hard to fight. And I'm just glad I got like people around me to be like, hey, either way, we still gonna stick together. I'm gonna protect you, you gonna protect me. Family, unity,
Right.
And sad we don't got a community anymore, but we're trying to build that up, you know what I'm saying? But
Unity community, that's right. Represent. That's right. So
Doesn't
definitely.
mess with y'all mentally though, seeing that over and over and over.
Yeah.
After some time, you
Or are you just immune to it because you're so used to seeing
No
it?
one can be immune to bullets flying past their head.
I mean, because just even like he was saying, like seeing it on the TV and stuff with Rodney King and stuff, like I didn't see murder, but I saw like close up face to face, like back in the day, the police would come in the neighborhood right here on Fairfax where my grandma grew up, and there was a guy, Brian, the police were trying to arrest. His mama came running out, and she's trying to like find out what's going on. I watched them slam this man's mama to the ground, and she had to be in her 50s, maybe even 60 at that time. And like just sitting there not really being able to do nothing because they weren't, so it wasn't televised them killing black people like that, but you knew that they still would because it was still happening. You just didn't hear about it like back in our day. And it always got swept under the rug. So it's kind of like, for me, seeing this still now, and I'm sure my grandma saw it and my great grandma saw it in a different way. But just, I mean, it's got to do something to you guys mentally, or I'm sure a lot of kids have just kind of become immune to it. Because even with the marching and the protesting, they go out there, they protest, and then that's it until the next killing and the next shooting.
I think it's a feeling of more of revenge, you know what I'm saying? Revenge that we can't get, because like nobody's going up against the police toe to toe, you know what I'm saying? Without any other backup, it's just you and the police. And then we just can't do anything about it, so that's probably what really messes us up.
I think that's what scares me the most, is that y'all have to bottle all that up.
Right.
And then that's what make kids and teenagers snap that one day when you are experiencing it, or you just in a position where it hasn't even escalated to that, but you're already on the defense. Because you're always already, like, I'm a grown woman, I have insurance, driver's license. When the police get behind me, they haven't even stopped me yet. It's anxiety. It's just, I'm scared. I don't have nothing in my car at this point, maybe that time, or whatever. I haven't been smoking none of that. I'm sorry, I'm not taking over y'all's show, but I'm just saying, you know, I know as a grown woman, I'm 40 years old, and sometimes I feel like I might not be able to protect my babies when they get behind us because I'm scared.
Right.
And so I know for y'all, that's gotta be hard, you know?
This is our Mile High News,
Sorry, y'all.
Queen's Corner. Our sister Mo Turner's in the house. Everybody probably like, who is that in the background?
I'm sorry.
Honestly, I think as young black people, seeing malice of that magnitude, I think it knocks the joy out of the smallest things. Just because of how cautious you feel like you ought to be. Right? Like
walking up
the
the
simplest things, jogging,
Yeah.
or having your headphones in public. I always have one out, specifically so that I can know what's going around, like what's happening, everything. Who's coming, who's talking, who's driving, even.
You always gotta be on guard.
I want to know everything. It just,
Yeah.
and sometimes you don't even want to leave the house because you know it's going to be something.
Yeah.
It's going to be something you see that's going to break your heart completely, or it's going to happen to you, and you're going to feel like for what?
Especially living in some type of hood, like from Park Hill to Aurora to downtown Denver and the east side.
Right.
Like, it's not safe for black people. Like, it's been times I'm walking, just got off work, and the police pull up 3-4 deep and stop me and run my name.
Ask
For
a bunch
what?
of questions.
Like,
for
for
no
what?
reason.
And even the people around me is realizing, like, I got white friends who have acknowledged, like, and really it's crazy because, like, I hate to say it, but they cussed out the police. And the police left. If I was to cuss out the police, they would take my shit to jail. Like, it was crazy. It blew my mind. He was like, don't search him like that. You can't search him, and just started cussing him out. And then the cop actually left. It was like, you're right.
It's getting hard to
like,
to not see,
right? It's
to
crazy.
not acknowledge it.
And
Like,
people who don't acknowledge it are the people who really, like, I feel like they're superior to other people. I feel like we all built the same. You bleed how I bleed. If I punch you in the face, you go feel it. Just like if you punch me in the face, I'm gonna feel it.
Right.
So if you treat me with the respect you want to be treated with, we can all do the same, and we can all live together peacefully.
right.
Like, it's not that I have an issue with white people. I have an issue with how entitled white people feel. You know, we built, our ancestors built everything. I don't feel like they should have struggled and been through as much as they've been through for this to be how it is now. I feel like there should have been some type of reparations to make sure that we didn't have to continue. It ought to though.
But I feel like we would feel better as black people if the white people realized that they are more equipped for this society. Like, society sets them up, the government sets them up to succeed more than us. Like, they get free help more than anybody. But I know black people right now that do the most for their family, that work the most, do the most. They no stimulus, never got no benefit help, none of that. They shut out from it, and it's crazy because it's a lot of people who never really deserved it. They get it, and the people that deserve it just get looked over, and they say, "Well, just."
And it's crazy, like, you know, a lot of us adults who were, you know, born, like we were talking about earlier, born in the 70s or 80s, you know what I'm saying? We are depressed now, and a lot of us are you know, seeing that we can't build wealth for our children. You know what I'm saying? Really, we're just now starting to, but they didn't leave that space open for us to create generational wealth for you. I was watching something today, Professor Black Truth, and he was telling us about this couple who got robbed of their land. And not only when they robbed that land, they robbed their future generations of that land. And it just reminded me about how we're not passing, you know, wealth on to our kids, you know, and that's why I'm trying to do all of this, you know, with the community and stuff, so I can leave down a legacy of the same legacy that we were taught down from Marcus Garvey. I don't know if y'all know who Marcus Garvey is, right? Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about, fam. Okay, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? So how do y'all feel to, you know, most of our youth, and it's sad and it pisses me off every day, and this is what fuels the fight of what I'm doing. How do you all feel that to know that you might not grow up with generational wealth? You might not have anything passed down to you to where you can empower yourself or your family. Does it make you want to get up and try to empower ourselves and join the fight? Or does it make you mad and like a little sister was saying, want to get reparations and want to, you know what I'm saying? What kind of fight is it for y'all?
Me personally, well,
No,
I don't know if one of
y'all.
y'all.
Oh, I'm gonna bring that heat. Oh, I'm gonna bring that heat. Sorry.
Me personally, I feel like I ain't never had nothing passed down for me. Only thing I got from my biological dad was his name. And honestly, I feel like if you deserve something, should be passed down to you. Like it's.
And I need to touch on that whole thing about how fear creates anger, because when you're going to an all-black school and everybody's a target, everybody feels like they need to jump down the other one's throat, which means it's always an issue because everybody's scared. We all scared. I'm scared of you, you scared of me, we scared of them together.
Right.
And I feel like
Instead of realizing we should come together,
right,
because we're all
like,
in the same boat.
It's like, oh, I need to fight you just in case. Just in case.
What do y'all think y'all can do as youths to help empower our people? Or do you think it's up to us, old heads, or do y'all think that it is, we need to get the hell out of the way while y'all lead the way?
God, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, I feel like it's up to us because we have more energy to impact and advocate and vocalize our needs and all this other stuff. But honestly, I rap. So that's what I do. That's how I'm gonna reach people. Listen to me, listen real close, and I'm gonna touch your heart right quick.
And I feel like, on that question, I feel like if we, you know, as individuals, you know, young adults, get our own and then give back to the communities, you know, go out, get our own, you know, give back to the community. I feel like if we were able to do that, you know, at a younger age, then, you know, generational wealth, that's gonna go automatically up, you know? Because then that would be our system that we can, you know, thrive in. Not this system that wasn't even built for us in no sort of way.
Oh, yeah, let me get in on that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we gotta get in early on this, cause like when y'all was in our, you know, in our shoes at the same age, y'all didn't know nothing about credit, how to keep your credit score up, nothing about that. And then y'all had to teach us that, and then we had to get it in early.
Okay, so I'm gonna add
He
to
going
that.
What's up with you? You gotta be.
That's what I was
Um,
like, y'all is different.
I can't wait to put my little piece in. Go ahead.
And I'm like,
All right,
my
I'm
mama
gonna
and daddy got bad credit.
I'm saying that.
Okay.
Straight edge.
I'm gonna add to what he's saying, because like y'all didn't know how to regulate y'all's credit scores and all that.
They
We
mamas
don't
was
know.
running up their credit. That was not their fault.
Yeah. You're right.
Alright, look.
We are the crack era babies.
I see
Alright, I'm gonna put y'all youngins on because it's a lot of kids that don't really
I know
like.
you ain't just cutting
It's
me off,
honestly,
though. I'm finna
I get
finish.
sad when I think about the younger generation because it's a lot of things they'll never experience or see. Like, I remember, sis knows about my Reptar shirt. I got a pink Nickelodeon hoodie with Reptar on it.
The little kid didn't even know it was Rugrats.
He walked up on me and was like, I like that dinosaur. What dinosaur is that? I honestly got so sad. I was like, you don't know what Reptar is? Like, and I feel like a lot of the younger kids need to look at the old heads for advice. Do y'all even know who Reptar is?
Yeah.
Rugrats.
Of course they do.
You seen them?
I'm like, who is Reptar?
They supposed to know
Nigga say who? He done turned his head. He like, shit.
What that?
But all I'm saying is the younger generation, we need the older generation just like the older generation needs the younger generation because we can all learn from each other when we learn how to use that balance because I love talking to old heads. They put me onto all types of stuff that I didn't know
And they
about.
be so
Right.
sweet.
And it's,
Just be
yeah,
people to
like,
talk to, you know?
and honestly, it's a lot of times where younger, like even younger females, I can't stand younger females. They so inappropriate, just childish, boring. They don't want to get no money. They don't got no goals. It's like, what do you want to do with your life? Own a
Nothing.
stripper. It's like,
Trust
oh
me.
really? You're a
Nothing.
stripper? Like,
OnlyFans.
come on now.
That's
Like
the
it's really
OnlyFans.
sad. It's
They
like,
say they want to be strippers.
Yes.
And that, like that's their goal.
Like as
and
a
that's
for sure career path, like they're here with it.
And then
Now
they
I
call
would
it-
say something like, oh, I want to be a thoracic surgeon.
and they be like, what is that?
What do you
I'm
mean?
telling you, and it's a lot of times like I be testing females. Like I love to test the female just to see where you are mentally because if you're not even mentally right, there's no way we can physically even
Right.
be on the same page. Because mentally, I'm on a whole nother level. I'm not even trying to. All that childish stuff is dead and in the past. If it ain't about the money, Shawty, what is you talking about? That's the real. That's
My thing is,
that's
if they
all
never
I'm
say
saying.
anything with substance, it's always something very menial that is expected of them,
Or like
statistic-wise.
that,
Like,
I
are
love
you
you.
sure?
Like I hate when girls say I love you. Like you don't even know the definition of love. Calm down.
You
lust.
ain't never even
Like,
had the real kind. Let me
For
show
real.
you something, little baby.
I'm weak. But
Back off
saying
there.
y'all gonna do different stuff to make sure y'all's kids are good because I feel like we did a little bit better than our parents and then so I want my kids to do better than me.
And
So
really,
I
and
don't
really,
want
we can
kids
put
have
it.
their own business as they grow up. I
That's
don't
right.
want them to work for somebody.
Right.
If they do choose to, that's fine, but I want them to know you have your own business, which is why I'm trying to help them set up their own businesses now and do things different. Because you're right, we didn't know about credit when we were younger. My mama didn't know about credit. And so that's why I'm trying to change it for them and let them know how important their credit
But
is
at
and
the
try to
same
start
time,
them
that
early.
wasn't even
So
y'all
hopefully
fault.
their kids and grandkids.
I mean,
At the
like,
same time,
grandkids.
that wasn't even y'all fault. That was the school system's fault. That's why
Yeah,
I'm not putting my
that's
kids
the
in school.
school
system.
I swear, in school they never taught us how to make money. Me and my little brother is the most money making dudes you'll ever meet in your life. You can ask my little sister. We sold everything from candy to chips to
Oh my
video
God.
games, magazines, hats, shoes, clothes, anything you wanted, we'll find it.
You
We can
just
get it
gotta
for a
market
cheap
it
price.
right.
We got you. You already hear how I'm talking. I'm good at marketing. You heard?
that's
I
right.
said anything to you. I said walk to
And
away.
I'm the pretty one, so
Yeah.
the people that you was having a problem with, I'm just gonna.
She was like customer service. I'm like, you go to Mirage, she'll handle it for you. You feel
I
me?
got you.
So-
I'll take a little responsibility for not teaching if I didn't about credit, even though I am now. But so I don't blame the school system because I feel like just like your culture, there's certain things that schools are not going to teach you. And I can't leave all of those things up to the school. So I think that sometimes as parents, we think that the school, you should have Black history in your schools. But I should be teaching my kids about their Black history, which is why I do
You should
definitely
really
try to
have
make
black
sure.
schools.
As well as
Right.
if I have been taught
Oh, we
about,
is?
finances,
Oh, it's coming.
I would have
Best believe it.
well, I'm sure I will, like I am, like I said now, because I know more and I know better and I know my mistakes and I'm trying to make sure they don't make those same mistakes. But I think when we blame it on the school, there are certain things the school shouldn't be teaching our kids, I feel like. period, like about themselves and who they are, where they come from, and I can't expect them to teach
Especially
that.
like back in our
But
day.
finances, you're right. God damn it, they should have been teaching us finances.
reason I say-
Should have been teaching y'all finances and stuff. But
now,
I will take
the things that they
responsibility
used
for what
to
I
teach y'all,
didn't
such
teach
as
them.
how to maintain a household, now they don't teach us that. So
Yeah.
these girls is out here like really lost.
Like it's a lot of
Right.
stuff they
There's
did teach
a lot
y'all
of
that
stuff
they
y'all
didn't
didn't
take.
have.
Cause a lot of
Each generation
people
lose something and gain something.
see a lot of people don't know me and my wife, we were teen parents. You know, I was 15 and she was 17.
He was
You know what I'm
16
saying?
when I had
Really?
our oldest.
When we got together, whatever, y'all.
And I was
Anyways,
17.
anyways, but you know, I was in some trouble for, you know what I'm saying, selling dope and you know all of that. So, you know, as a condition of my probation, they knew I had a kid on the way. So they made me take parenting classes, and I don't see those anywhere. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do the little egg and keep the egg for a week. Do y'all do that?
We don't do that no more.
I was the last
Nah,
generation that did that.
Like, I
because
stopped
swear to
They've
God,
taken
I
and
didn't
stripped
get it.
everything
I got
away.
the egg, and we had the little baby. I had to take it home. I think we was the
I
last
didn't
generation.
get it.
I think we
yeah.
the
the
last
baby.
one.
And
Because
see, that's crazy,
Now you can
man.
ask people. I'd be like, "Have you ever dissected a pig?" They'd be like, "No, that's disgusting." I'm like, "Damn."
We got
Frog,
I
you did
think
frogs,
they
did.
yeah.
Like, what? I'm like, it's crazy.
But they'll do that, but they wouldn't teach you how to maintain the household, which you are more likely to do. You know what I'm saying? You're not more likely to
like, these
dissect a
girls
frog
don't
or
even
a
know
chicken.
how to iron a dress shirt. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I think it's different areas, different schools, and it's all in where you don't want to integrate your kids to the point where they don't know who they are.
Right.
But there are certain things that they do get in different schools that you definitely aren't gonna get like in the hood. And
Like free
not
food.
suggesting nobody send their kids to. I'm just saying there is some stuff that
it's
you're
pros
gonna
and cons
experience
to
for
both.
being.
Home economics.
It's all about the areas and the neighborhoods that you're in.
And how comfortable
So-
you are with how integrated y'all finna get.
Right.
Because we done been to some whitewash
Man,
schools.
I
That's
can't
why I
do
say
it.
I blame the schools
can't do
because
it.
it's been schools that I've been to where we had accounting classes, business classes,
Uh.
and honestly, that's what made me want to become an accountant and a
At
lawyer.
what grade?
Because 7th grade.
See,
That's what I'm saying.
and they
It was
You
certain schools that
sometimes don't even
and
learn
I
that
saw it
till
at a
college.
young age. Like I would go to a hood school, say for like, remember we would go to New Orleans every now and again. We would go to New Orleans for like 1 or 2 years, and then we'll come back up north and we'll go to like a private school. I could tell the difference between the grade levels and just the reading and everything, because the stuff they used to have us doing
They're 2
when we would
grades
go back,
behind.
they're 2-3 grades behind. And the stuff we was doing when we would go up north, they got me
2-3
doing pre-calc
grades
and
ahead.
calculus and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And I used to come back and they used to think I'm a genius. I'm like, no, bro, I'm barely smart. Like,
Barely keeping up.
like I'm barely keeping up.
I
with
just
it.
made that last summer.
For real, like, but it's crazy because like that's why I say I blame the schools. Like I don't care what nobody says. It's the school system
All
fault.
schools should be the
They-
same
they
across
should
the
all be
board.
the same.
That
Like,
One should be
there
better because it's in this neighborhood. This
Thank
one,
you.
if you're gonna make everybody have the same curriculum and read the same
Right.
books and
Thank
stuff,
you.
how come that's not spread across the board? Like even in minority neighborhoods,
Fascist.
that's what you want to call it.
And then, like,
Black
even
neighborhoods.
like some of the people
Yeah.
they were hired, like I noticed a lot
I'm
of the
not.
times too, it'd be the faculty too. Like they don't be caring. Like if you go to a hood school, it'd be 2 or 3 teachers, 2 or 3 lunch ladies that really care about their students. Like I remember a lunch lady from
My
high school. I
grandma's
love that lunch lady, Miss Johnson. I remember her to this day. If every day I see her, I give her a hug. Miss Johnson, if you watching this, Miss Johnson, I love you. But Miss Johnson, it's only a few that really, really care about their students, and you can tell, you can see it. The teachers
can
that
feel
don't
it.
care, you can
And that's
feel it.
funny that even the lunch lady can make a difference in your life. So that tells you the other ones just ain't
Oh
trying.
yeah, I got this too. Like before, when I keep some weed does have like potential, and some like help us see our potential. Like I have like a lady that see my art, and she showed me how to like learn how to trace, how to draw, what kind of books to learn. Like her name was Miss Steph.
Okay.
Like,
Shout out Miss
shout out Miss Steph.
I'm like,
obviously
teachers
touched him
do
though,
that.
because he was
Yeah, and she's like an assistant, like
See?
teacher
Okay.
that
she-
showed
she
me
was doing
how
her job.
to.
If you
Back in high
remember
school.
that, see?
Right.
If you remember that lets you know it's certain people in your atmosphere that you will always remember because they actually genuinely care. You can feel it in their soul. Like it's little kids that I used to look out for. Little kids that I go to the, football like $5, $6. I get paid. I go to the neighborhood store, buy all the little kids football and basketballs.
So do y'all think that's the problem in the educational system? Is there's nobody who cares? You know.
And is it the school or the teachers? Because
I
I'm
think
hearing
it's
y'all
so
say the
many of us
teachers
It's
make
so
a
that-
difference.
Right.
I feel like the teachers make
It's a
the
lot.
difference because you can go to a horrible school and your teachers love you and you love the school.
Right.
That's possible.
They'll make you love.
They'll
Right.
make you love the school.
I feel
You'll
you.
just love the environment. You like, man, the school.
And you like, I don't
the
even
food
care.
sucks, but I love the teachers.
My teacher's
Yeah,
great, so I'm going.
But
Right.
if your environment is horrible and your teachers is horrible, you just not even.
You don't
going.
even
Now
want
you think that's and I'm not trying to go anywhere with this, but do you think that's do you need that? Is it a lack coming from the parents, or do you just need that extra brother or
think that
sister in your life? To, you know what I'm saying?
that extra
Right.
Yeah.
I know that's.
Because I feel like when it comes from other people, it kind of hits harder. Because there's been times my mom told me the same thing 100 times, but I heard
Yeah,
somebody else say
listening to
it.
nothing. Right.
It hit. And she was like, I done told you that 100 times. But I'm like, yeah, I know, but Uncle told me.
Right. So for some reason they said it a little different,
Yeah.
or the way they connected,
So,
it just got to.
it's always different.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh, I got a question for y'all. Hold on.
What's up?
Do y'all feel like that's because of the pay? Like that's because of the teacher
I feel
pay?
like pay ain't got nothing to do with it. Because I done met teachers that got horrible pay. I had a
They
teacher
all
that rode
have
his bike.
horrible
They just have
I
that.
was just gonna
They
say
just have that genuine love.
That genuine.
Right.
They love
Are
what
they
they
in the
do.
minority or are they in the majority of teachers? Because I know some great teachers too, where they cared about the students, but then I know
Horrible teachers.
horrible teachers that didn't care nothing about the students or nothing.
See,
And they're all in that same school, possibly
Yeah.
sometimes.
They be mixed like
Yeah.
So I want to thank y'all for coming on. We are definitely going to do this again. My last question for y'all is, what can we do as a generation? If you can have one thing that you can ask us to do to help you on y'all's mission, or to help y'all, you know what I'm saying, with your goals for our people, what can we do as a generation and as an elder generation?
Keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
Give us love. Shoot.
Yeah,
we don't get a
it's
lot
a
of that outside of the house.
We
You know
really
what I'm saying?
and support.
And then-
especially
Exactly.
at the workplace, because a lot of us feel like we have to work just to
Get
be
by.
where we should be, where the little white kids are right now. You know what I'm saying?
Because I know a lot of white kids that had their mama buy their iPhone. I paid cash for mine. You heard?
$800
Give me some that. Me
$800
and we
though.
paid cash for ours. You heard? So all I'm saying is realize what you worked for and what you didn't work for. You
Right.
feel me? Because there's a lot of people that work hard for what they got. Be grateful for what you got. I wake up every day.
And be humble,
I
because
mean,
it could be
yeah.
taken from you today.
I know,
Today.
that's right. And as a parent, what can parents do?
Oh, I got
to
one.
Support us.
Tell
Give me
me.
hugs and kisses. I'm not too old for hugs and
Right,
kisses.
that's
Just because
what
I
I'll
got
be
this beard,
thinking.
that don't mean nothing. I'm always
Like even when I got attitude, like even when we got attitude, we especially be needing the love when we mad. I'm telling you, like y'all be wanting to give us respect, we don't want.
Like even when y'all cuss us out,
Like,
just hug us after.
right.
It feels so much better.
we
Cause we
just
like,
like-
you cuss us out because you cared. That's why. All right, she hugged me. That
But I
makes
need to
sense.
feel it now.
Like,
Like,
if you just cuss us out and walk off, we like, man. She want me.
All we need is like support and kind of show us what we might need for like in the real world.
We need y'all in the passenger seat, alright?
Well, I was gonna say what can parents do to help y'all with y'all's mental, but okay.
I got
It's
this.
like,
Okay,
I mean, it's a lot.
us
I'm
as
Just period.
mental.
little
Not
black
just
kids,
mental.
we always stressing. We stressing about being the best in school. We stressing about having money that other
Looking the
people
best.
have. We stressing about having stuff, just being great, essentially. So, because we're always stressing, I feel like we should have events where we all come together and we're able to just take a load off. You know what I'm saying? Just chill. Just chill.
And coming soon for the teen, the youth, the 18 to 24, we got y'all. We got y'all. We working on that. Okay? We working on that for you youngsters.
I got one question.
So,
Brother Sekou, what you think?
If you get from us everything that you just asked for, right? What are you going to do for us?
Oh, I'm finna be valedictorian. I should say a lot.
No, that's for you. What are you?
I'm gonna be great in your image, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do that for y'all.
Listen,
and
then talking
what
about
you
what we gonna do for them to help them in the
We
real
need help.
I'm gonna bring y'all along once I'm up on my way to the top.
That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about.
I'm gonna buy y'all 40 acres in the mule. I already told
Yeah,
my
we
mom.
might-
Bring 4 farmhouses. We got y'all.
Look, she
Some
gonna be
pigs, some
straight.
cattle, all
We
that.
gotta get rich first. Okay.
Because I
What
already
you're saying is that you need empowerment to empower.
What,
Right.
Exactly. I like that. I like that.
what if I told you all I want you to do for me is set me free from all of this? I need y'all to organize a new world where this ain't happening no more.
Alright.
See? And y'all go on and organize this thing with your energy, right? And let's get free. Let's get free. Let's get free from all of this, which means we might have to give up all of this and come up with something different.
I mean,
Can
people
y'all
are
do
so
that?
afraid
I'm
to
cool with
change,
that.
I feel like.
Yeah.
People are too deathly afraid to change, and we need some of that.
But I need you to be ferociously with courage for the change. See, I got to have the change. Otherwise, see, it was all for nothing for us.
Right.
See, and if y'all don't do the change, it's gonna be all for nothing for your generation and your kids. See, so we need to finish this out. No more police brutality. No more of this madness going on in the schools where folks don't even want to go and folks
And how do we do that?
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
that's right.
I need y'all to figure that out.
Being
all right?
our own.
Figure that
burn it
out
all
and then
down and
make
let the phoenix
that
rise
happen.
from the ashes.
All right?
Period. Drop the mic.
I need y'all to make that happen. Will y'all,
But then
if we
if-
give you all of that, will you give old heads that? That finally we have a generation that's free.
But the thing is, we need to
I feel
have
like
our
if
own.
we
and
don't-
then
I
if you
feel like
come mess
the
with us,
people-
we can burn
Hold
you
on,
down.
hold on, Jahai, what you saying?
But the thing is, we have to have our own and defend it. Because if we have our own, it could just be another Black Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? It could
Thank you.
Yeah.
But this is good.
and then we
I
gotta
agree
defend
with
it.
that.
We gotta have
Thank you.
something to
Right.
keep
If
them
we
out
don't-
and keep us in. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
think about it, how like the U.S. even got developed, right? The British or whatever, they decided that they wanted their own land, and they had a big old civil war or whatever, right? Why can't we have our own civil war? If we rise up, you know, there's more colored people in the world than it is white people, and by colored I mean Indian, Hispanic, black, whatever you is, purple, anything other than white. You colored, if you ask me. You some type of black. You got some type of black DNA in you. You got melanin in you. You black. That's all. That's how I feel.
All it
Are
takes is the
all
smallest
those
drop.
people going to join you?
That's what I'm saying. They're
Because
scared.
honestly, where
They
I
scared.
sit, I
Everybody's scared.
see everybody against.
There's no way to
Foundation.
actually
See,
influence
You'll be
everyone.
surprised. The younger generation, we really don't care. Like
Yeah,
we
yeah.
ruthless.
We
We
will
will.
bust at
What?
Yeah.
Like
The
it.
one time.
Where I'm from, we really don't even stop for police. Like
And they don't come for fights.
All right, so then to get free, y'all gotta get organized
yeah.
to make it happen.
We don't know how to stay
You
together.
gotta get
though.
organized.
Black Panther.
No
We've
matter-
been together. We
I hope you guys would
We
be
need-
able to unite since our generation wasn't able to, their generation wasn't able to, the generation before my mama, I will honestly say though, me growing up in Park Hill, we did have a community. And my grandma did keep stuff together. And it was her sisters and all, and we'd have weekend get-togethers, weekday get-togethers. If there was like 4th of July, we'd all meet up at the park. And so
I
for
don't
me,
understand.
I did grow up in a black community. It was all black and they did
It was
look
the
out for
full
each other.
Because now you
But
walk outside. and
We were
see
still
there.
surrounded.
You know what's
Everybody
crazy?
outside.
Even the people who are fighting are scared. So being scared ain't a thing to be like, oh, I'm scared, I don't want to fight. Because the
scared
people
is
who
scared.
are fighting are definitely way more scared than you because
A
they're
scared
fighting.
person will hurt you though.
That's why being scared.
Well, for us to
My
go
grandma
further, we
said,
are
"Scared
gonna
nigga
have
kill
to
you."
definitely have no fear and be unapologetically who we
You
are.
gotta be scared
And
though. If you have no fear, there's a high possibility something will happen to you. You will die. Most people that I know that have gotten shot in the streets is because they was, I ain't scared
I
of
know.
nobody.
but were they acting like that and just saying that, or
They-
were they really?
They were.
I'm
So
not
fear-
scared. I don't fear
So,
death. I
so
don't fear
in the
death.
midst of fear, it presents courage. Is what you're saying?
I mean,
Some
but
form
blind
of
It- it-
courage.
blind courage.
Right.
Blind courage. Because you can be courageous to the wrong person and that ain't make you end up dead.
Yeah.
So sometimes
I
you gotta
mean,
know your boundaries. Being scared, like it's been times I didn't pick and choose my fights. If you 6'7", 300 pounds, hey.
I don't
You
know,
got that one.
because
You
got it. You got it,
that one
nigga.
right. Hey, I'll take that one to the cheek. I will go ahead and go home. Like live to fight another day. Like, like it don't make sense. Sometimes you be courageous in the wrong moments and you'll mess yourself up.
Okay, but if you're fighting as a people to be valued, which is the bare minimum for a human being.
Yeah, but we can't do it unless we come together, and we can't
Shoot.
come together.
No, that's not.
Like,
That's why I hope y'all's generation will change that.
Yeah, we-
So,
I hope
I mean,
just
but
y'all
women could
5
be
here
hot.
in this room could change that, and then collectively others around your age.
Each one reach one. Y'all heard that?
Right.
Y'all heard that?
Each one.
That's what I'm
That was on that one movie.
that's what, I'm just telling my lady, that's what I want.
And next up, we got our sister Melly Queen.
Thank you, Brother Noble. Peace and power, family. How y'all doing today? First, I want to start off by saying salute to our family in Colorado with Brother Noble, Sister Mo, with Unity Community and Mile High News. Y'all keep doing that great work up there. I want to thank y'all. We love y'all. Happy Independence Day to the Republic of New Africa. Free the land, free the land, free the land. We are certainly glad for our National Independence Day today. So, say the African creed, put that black power fist up for the green, red, and black, always. Salute to all of our political prisoners and our families behind those walls, family. Rest in power to Comrade Romaine Chip Fitzgerald, who recently passed away, still locked behind those walls and not getting his freedom. We must stand and join this call of action for the immediate strategic release of all our political prisoners, our elder comrades, and POWs. We have to reach out and join this fight, family. They are dying behind those walls. They have different ailments that they're going through, and it is unfair that they are being systematically brutalized and abused still after all these years, and we are not doing anything to stand up. I want to say salute to all black media platforms, our sisters and brothers out there bringing us this truth and power. Salute to all academy schools, facilities that are providing African-centered education for our children. Keep up the good work. Thank you for your work and devotion. Now, family, I just want to ask, I just want to talk today just a little bit. Want to see how everybody's doing. I haven't been doing too well this week, but like I said, family, we got to take care of ourselves. We got to get it together. It's not no game out here right now. These people are dirty as fuck. I'm just sitting back looking at the things that are going on. We definitely stand with Sister Samaria Rice and Lisa Simpson and all these other mothers that have lost their children to these pigs. We stand in solidarity with them. Tamika Mallory, Sean King, all the rest of y'all, Miss Sion, all y'all talking that mess against them. We not gonna let y'all come at them like that. Y'all crazy. Stand down. Y'all crazy. I mean, this Asian hate thing. I'm sick of, I know we keep talking about this, but the ignorance is just too much. It was nothing said when these people were killing our people and assaulting our people in their stores and restaurants and nail salons and beauty supplies and different things. But now it's such a big deal because they are trying to get money. Don't play into this ignorance. They are only trying to get stimulus money, relief money, because they're upset they lost money. Stop being fools to these people. You're going to give them your money while they putting you in another trick bag. The Derek Chauvin trial is going on, and they trying their best to get this man off. We got too many things going on. We got to focus on us, family. We must focus on us. If we don't, we're going to be fucked for the rest of our lives. I love y'all, man. I love my children. And I'm having a hard time with it, but I love y'all. We got to get this together for our children. All power to the people. Like I say, happy Independence Day to the Republic of New Africa. Free the land. We love you all. All power to the people. Black power.
Yeah, that's right, man. I'm trying to do some more youth nights. You know, we love it when our youth come in. Let's give our youth a hand, man. It really just proves that, you know, not only are we waking up as a people, but our youths are too. You know, they're looking at what's going down with us, family. You know what I'm saying? And we really need to pay attention to their needs and their wants, you know, and that's why I asked that last question, like, what do y'all need from us? Because me, myself, I can't see anything else I can do but provide a safe space for them, because that's what they need first. You know, a safe space to really get their minds right and be able to use those brains and that technology that they got hold of. You know what I'm saying? We need that for our people, family. You know, and you know, I believe it starts with us to empower our youths. You know what I'm saying? We can't just put this burden on our youths and say, hey, y'all, take this, run out and do something. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't do that. They need our guidance. They need our protection. Because there's some crazy motherfuckers out here. And y'all know it too. You know what I'm saying? We're dealing with this going out, this stuff that happened in Boulder, in our home state. And you know what I'm saying? It just shows that the height that they're bringing it to. You know what I'm saying? And it's not us. We're not out there shooting up King Supers and stuff like that. We're not doing that. But you know what I'm saying? They're showing that they're bringing that fight to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I want to thank our youths again for coming on out. We got the Queen of Queens corner here and our brother Sekou. So take us on out. What you got to say? Miss Mo Turner. Miss Mo Turner. Look at Miss Mo Turner with the Queen's Corner.
So I'm going to just make mine quick. I mean, I'm glad the youth came on, and it's always good just to get their point of view, how they're feeling, you know. Let's all check in with our babies and make sure they're okay, because we're going through things mentally. Just imagine what they're going through. And so I'm glad they came on. I'm glad they were able to speak. And I want to thank them for coming on, and my husband for having them on. And I'm proud of them. And, you know, they had a lot of good things to say. And so we got to support them. If you have youth, kids, teenagers, young adults, 24, 25, they're still our babies. They're still kids. They want to come on for the next youth night, definitely, you know, because they need a space to get this stuff out too. And it's just good for them to be able to network with other teens or young adults, their peers, pretty much, because we know we've all been in the house from coronavirus, and a lot of kids are homeschooling, and some of these kids kind of need that, you know. They've just been stuck in the house for over a year now, and so I think it's great that they were able to even get with other kids or other teens. And so, yeah, definitely, you guys, let us know on Mile High News. And so I'm going to end with that, and I'm going to let Sekou go, and we're going to get up out of here. It's been a long night now. And I believe the children are future. No, I'm kidding.
That's right. So yeah, definitely. Next up, we got our General Sekou.
Thank you, Brother Turner and Sister Monique and the youngsters, the new heads, the ones that are going to take us to the finish line and be done with this once and for all. We are at war. And as we see from the generation that was here, that's what we're fighting to free, to be liberated and united. And every generation has its historical duty. to take the struggle to another level so that the generations who come after us have the tools to work with so they can build a new world order for them and their children. And if we don't do our part to make this thing better for them and give them all the support they need, then our generation has failed. Our generation has failed. And so we have to become better organized and to teach them how to organize their life so that they can travel through this trackless swamp of disharmony, envy, jealousy, and deceit. I'm talking about the plantation drama that we go through every day that is organized and set up for our demise. And so I'm encouraged by the conversation that we had with them because I know now we're gonna win it. We're gonna win it because they're getting it early. And we must defend it. We must defend it so that they can go on and do what they need to do to have a life worth living. And they're ready. They're ready. So in closing, only you can prevent forest fires. Burn, baby, burn.
That's right. So I want to thank everybody. You know, we only do this for y'all, family. You know what I'm saying? And I want to make sure I get the youth on here, you know, because we don't ever forget about them. You know, they got conflicting schedules and stuff, but, you know, we're going to keep this going, you know, and we're doing this for the empowerment of our people. Please make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube, our Facebook channel. We're on, we have our own website. It's milehighnews.net. Check out Unity Community at unitycommunity.news. Big news coming up for Unity Community. Y'all stay tuned for that. And we love y'all, family. We love y'all. And we only do this for the empowerment of our people, whether they be young, whether they be old, like Sekou. No, I'm just playing.
That's right. I'm old.
That's right.
I'm old. That's why we got United Front from the 80s to 80s. Blind, crippled, and crazy.
That's right.
Everybody can do something.
So definitely, we will see y'all next week for our correspondence show. We love y'all, fam. Peace.
Ready for the revolution.
GTB Young Guy, you heard. Check me out on Instagram, YoungGuyWithIt_. You feel me? Like, you feel me? Tap into the music. We're gonna be real famous soon. Yeah, you know, I love you, shorty. All my shorties.
I'm the Greg, aka Naraya, you know what I'm saying. I do makeup and I also install wigs in case anybody was wondering. I check the links. But I can be added on my Instagram, dg._entertainment. Yes, sir. We gonna be lit.